Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. It is time to do my end of year empties. I was considering just saving it for January because I got enough to deal with, but the box is pretty full as you can see, and also if I do it now it's going to make doing my inventory in a couple of weeks so much easier. So let's start. I'm gonna kick it off with these guys. They are from Soul Body. They are the Shimmering Dry Oils. I had 3 of the minis left. This product, as it is, so it's, you know, oil with shimmer in it, I don't like it. The shimmer is very glittery and it doesn't look nice and refined on the body. It looks like I took craft glitter and dusted it on myself, but the oil itself smells amazing and it's a really beautiful formula. So what I did was I let them settle like this, and then I just decanted the oil into a separate bottle, and I am going to use that oil because, like I said, I really enjoy it. So these guys, I'm considering them done, but I still have the oil in a bottle elsewhere. I'm just obviously not going to keep these kicking around for however long it takes me to actually finish up that oil. From Tatcha, I have the Rice Wash. This is a face wash. I finished it and then I had this and I had another face wash that was just like a deluxe mini or like travel size, and I had no other face wash except probably some samples, but I wasn't really looking at those. So I really was desperate for face wash, and I still had a little while before Black Friday sales started when I planned on buying some. So I cut it open and there was so much in there. Heaps. Like, I still got a few weeks of use out of it. So I finished that up to the last drop. I do like this. If it came into my life again, I would absolutely use it and I'd be super happy with it, but I wouldn't buy it again. I'd be more inclined to buy a different Luxe face wash. You don't need Luxe face wash. I don't need Luxe face wash. I just like it as a treat. So that's my opinion on that, although I really enjoy it. So there's that. I'd just be more inclined to try something different. I have 3 bottles of Daiso Puff and Sponge. I am kind of getting low on this. I'm actually surprised that I have 3 bottles because, look, I have not washed makeup brushes since I moved here. Okay, that's bad. Like, since I moved to Perth. So I have a lot of dirty makeup brushes, and it's just recently, like literally November, when I've started to wash them. And I haven't washed that many, like not even, I don't have one of my brush tubs nearby, but I would say I've washed maybe 40 brushes so far. And this would have mostly been used on washing my like makeup sponges. So I think there's going to be a lot of empty Daiso Puff and Sponge bottles in my very near future, but I am actually surprised to see 3 there. Yognog body wash. This one was in my project pan. I am actually going to keep this bottle because I have a giant Yognog and I don't want to put that in my shower, but I still want to I want to keep it in a bottle where I'm like 100% I know what that is just by looking at it, not having to smell it. So I'm going to hold on to the bottle. I love Yognog. It's one of my absolute favorite body washes from Lush. So eventually, did they bring it out again this year? I don't know. I haven't looked at Lush's holiday range. I feel like someone told me that they didn't bring it back, or maybe that was last year. I don't know. The years all just melt into one for me at the moment. Davines Oil All-in-One Milk. Again, this one was in my project pan. I don't mind this, but I prefer the Sue spray-in treatment over this one. They're basically the same product, one ingredient different and a different fragrance. I don't know why. I feel like my hair just responds better to the Sue line than it does to the Oil All-in-One Milk. I have a mini of this. And I'll certainly use it, but if I was going to buy one, I would buy the Sue hair. Oh, I can't remember what it's called. Currently in my project pan, but I love it. Rexona Clinical Deodorant. It's been my go-to for years, and it's the only one that doesn't flare up my allergies. Yes, I have an allergy to deodorant. That's so great. From Jergens, I have the Nourishing Honey 24-hour moisturizer. This is nice, but it is a bit silicone heavy. And I don't know if it's like kind of all in my head, or if silicone heavy moisturizers actually kind of prevent you from being hydrated properly by the rest of the ingredients. I don't mind it. If I was in a pinch and I could like get it on sale, then I would buy it and use it again, but I would prefer to buy something else. And since there are so many body moisturizers on the market, I don't think that that would be difficult. Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. I think this was the last one that I had in my stash. It's all finished up. I would not buy it again. Here I have the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream. This is an old favorite of mine. I have had lots of skin changes this year, and it's a very long and in-depth story. So I'm not going to go into it. I've talked about it a lot in videos though, but I feel like I might have found, I don't know if I found my routine that's going to work for me, or if my skin is starting to actually finally adjust to the changes here. So yeah, I'm a bit like, I don't know what's going on. I have to kind of now deviate from my actual routine to see if things change. Like, is it the routine or is it my skin? That means that maybe I would buy this again in the future because I really love it. It's an old favorite. It's very hydrating. It's light, but also like rich enough to make you feel like you're actually getting long-term hydration. But even like at the peak of my skin not being good, this kind of wasn't enough for me for a while there. So I'm a bit on the fence. This is a maybe I would purchase again, but I think under any normal circumstance, like if you'd asked me a year ago today, would you repurchase this? It would have 100% been a yes without even considering the answer. From Davines, I have the NouNou conditioner. So this is a nourishing conditioner for highly processed or brittle hair. I don't mind this, but it's not like my absolute favorite from the Davines range. It says it's for highly processed or brittle hair. It makes me wonder if it is a like protein treatment type conditioner, like it contains proteins, and maybe that's why I don't like it as much, because I find proteins make my hair feel kind of, you know, brittle and rough and a bit dry. So I'm not sure if that's the reason why I'm not like the biggest fan of it. And I prefer the more hydrating lines over this one. But for me, this is not one that I would pick up again. I think I still have a tiny bit of the NouNou mask in my shower, which I am slowly going through. Glasshouse Rio de Janeiro hand cream. This smells lovely, but I'm not a huge fan of the formula. I just feel like this year, I don't know, maybe, yeah, I feel like maybe it's happened in past years, but I've used up 2 Glasshouse hand creams this year, and I'm currently finishing up a Mecca hand cream that was, you know, it had quite a bit of use on it. And I feel like every single time that I use these hand creams, my hands feel drier after using them. Conspiracy theory hat, like what do they put in there that makes my skin feel drier and makes me want to apply hand cream 10 times more often during a day? Anyway, I would not purchase that one again. I do have another Davines product. I'm just seeing if I have any more in there. This one is a Let It Go circle. So this is a time to relax hair and scalp mask. These little masks are great. I do enjoy them. They don't last too long, but they're good for travel or something like that. And they don't take up much space in the shower. So I kind of appreciate that. Look, if I'm going to be buying like a Davines hair mask, I'm buying my absolute favorite, and I'm buying it in bulk. And in saying that, I actually already have a 1 litre bottle of the hair mask that I like from Davines. So I'm set. I'm set for a really long time. Next year I am going to be continuing to try and focus on hair products because I do have quite a lot of them. I also have I've got the Davines advent calendar this month. So yeah, I've got a lot of hair products. I like this product, but I'm not gonna buy it again because I do have too much. All right, let's do some perfumes because I've got a couple of big ones and some small ones. Tresor Midnight Rose from Lancome. This is beautiful. This is a winter scent. It's warm. It's got sweet blackberry hints to it. There's no notes in there that are like trying to be sophisticated for the sake of being sophisticated. Like, it just smells really sophisticated and sexy. I love this. This one I had kicking around for a really long time. There was like half a bottle left. I put it in my project pan and I finished it up this year. I really love it. I would probably buy this again. I also have the Fresh Vanilla Lemon from LaVanilla. This is lovely. It's lemon and vanilla. The only thing that makes me sad about this is the lemon scent doesn't last and the vanilla does. So for me, it's really just a lemon scent, a vanilla scent. I actually ended up using this in my project pan as a perfume for me, but also as a mist around the house. It was one that I just really wanted out of my stash before the end of the year. I just had a couple of fragrances. There was 2 this year that I was like, I just don't want these anymore. This was one of them. The Soli Notes Cherry Blossom one was another. And then there was this, which I just knew that I'd had for a really long time and I wanted to finish it up. So I'm happy with that. I've also been trying to work on my fragrance samples this year. I would say that for a while there it was going well. Then it kind of, like, I fell off the wagon, I suppose. Now I'm kind of picking things up a bit. So I have 4 little samples here. I've got Melbourne Muse from Glasshouse. This one is really nice, but I prefer it as a home fragrance, not as a like personal fragrance. London Poppy, I don't really like this. I'm not gonna say I'm not into floral street fragrances, but I think what would be the more accurate way of describing my feelings towards floral street fragrances is their older fragrances, like the ones that they've had in their like their core collection for a really long time. Not really my favorite. Some are okay, some I don't like at all, but then newer ones like the Van Gogh ones that they make, I love them. I own 2 of them. I also have Southern Bloom from Goldfield and Banks. I bought a Goldfields and Banks sampler. I'm just seeing if I can get like the tiniest bit out of it. Okay, so I bought a Goldfields and Banks sampler, I think it was last year, before I moved to Perth. So late last year, or maybe even mid last year, I don't know. And I'd seen it advertised on Instagram and some of the fragrances just sounded great. And I was like, I've got to try it. So I bought a sampler and it has been super disappointing. I can't recall if there has been a single fragrance in the sampler that I actually enjoyed, and I don't know if I've got any more of them left. Maybe I do. I don't know if I've gone through all of my Glasshouse ones or if I've gone through all of my Goldfield and Banks ones, but I don't like them. They remind me of, like, this is going to sound really harsh, but I'm just going to say it. They remind me of cheap fragrances from like the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Like, you know, old Avon perfumes and perfumes that you can still buy today that have been around since the dawn of time, essentially. And they just smell like generic nannery perfumes. Like and they all smell the same. Like they're not the same. If you spray them on little sticks and smell them, you can tell that they're different, but they all just make me think of like old Avon perfumes, and I don't like them. I would never in a million years buy any or even consider that brand again, unfortunately. Glasshouse, diving into Cyprus. I also don't remember this one. Oh, okay, yeah. I also wouldn't wear this as like a personal fragrance, nor would I have it in my house. It's sea salt and saffron. It's just there's nothing interesting about it for me. There's nothing that like makes me sort of excited about the fragrance, and it's not one that I would choose to have on myself or in my home. Next up, I have the Jojoba company jojoba oil. Look, there wasn't much left of this, and I just finished it up to finish it up. I've never really loved jojoba oil on the face. I quite like it on the nails, but yeah, I wouldn't buy this. I'm not a fan of it. Clinique Beyond Perfecting Foundation and Concealer. I actually do still technically have some of this left in my project pan. It's in here, which is almost done. I wouldn't buy this foundation again. It is actually the formula is too thick for me. My skin is aging. Anything that I put on it has to be a hell of a lot more thin than it did when I was younger. It is what it is. Some more things. Multi-molecular hyaluronic complex from Neod. I do like this, but I think for what it is, it's quite expensive and I wouldn't spend the money on it. I have the Lip Glow Color Reviver Balm from Dior. I love the formula of this, but I don't like the color adjusting like balm aspect of it, so I would not buy that one again. This is the Oil Garden Rosemary Pure Essential Oil. I actually use this on my scalp every now and then as like a nice tingly treatment to encourage you know, stimulation on the scalp, because my hair is thinning. It's jeans. Thanks, Mum. I really like this. It's really nice. I would buy it again. I picked it up at Chemist Warehouse. I've had it for a long time. Lasted forever. Just use a tiny bit. From Colourpop, I have the Becky G Ultra Glossy Lip in the shade B. This has a white base and I didn't enjoy it. Initially, I was okay with it, but the more I went on and on with it, I was just like, I hate this product. Get it out of my life. So obviously I wouldn't buy it again. That's a limited edition shade anyway. Also, I hated the wand on that. It was a brush wand. Colourpop no longer do their brush wands, which is fantastic. They do their doe foot. So, you know, that's not even an issue anymore. Caution Extreme Lash Mascara from Hourglass. I really love this mascara. It's an old favorite. It has been for a long time. I have a full size of this and maybe some minis kicking. Oh, excuse me. Some minis still kicking around. I love it. I'd probably be like, oh, wait, actually, would I buy it again? Maybe not. This Milani highly rated anti-gravity mascara, one of the best I've tried in years and years. It was given to me in PR last year and I refused to give it up. So there you go. From Lush, I have the Cookie Dough Lip Scrub. This is not my favorite because it's a little bit like, it kind of smells like cookie dough, but it kind of also just has artificial stinky scents about it. So I probably wouldn't buy cookie dough again, but so far, Lush make my absolute favorite lip scrubs, and like, this is what I want in my life. I would try other brands to see if they're similar, but if they're not, I'm always going to go back to Lush because I just love them. I have one more in my stash that I'm currently using, and then I want to buy myself the watermelon one because people tell me that it tastes like Jolly Ranchers, watermelon Jolly Ranchers, and I love them. Last things, I have sheet masks here. So I have two of the Pyongyang Yul Calming Mask packs. These are quite nice. I'm not sure if I have any left of them. I would buy them again. When it comes to sheet masks, mostly I use them for like hydration and helping to repair my skin when it's super dry. And like if I could get those ones on sale, I would snap them up in a heartbeat. I also have the Pure Smile Gold Foil Pack. This one was okay, and I wouldn't buy this over the Pyongyang basically. These Laugh Line Care Patches from Matured House. They're terrible. Don't buy them. They're discontinued anyway. That's legitimate. I'm pretty sure they're discontinued because I can't really find them anywhere. These are amazing. Like, they work. I should try and find some. I should have tried to find some on Black Friday. Glow Recipe Watermelon Glow Jelly Sheet Mask. This was a hilarious experience. Look, I've traveled near and far with this product, and I've kept it in my stash for way too long. So when I finally cracked it open to use it, it literally just disintegrated in my hands. I think if you used this shortly after you purchased it, it would probably hold up a lot better. Double and Zero, this is the collagen solution mask. This one's quite nice as well. It doesn't do anything special, but it does help to hydrate, which is mostly what I'm looking for. Either hydration or like line smoothing. These actually smooth and plump lines. The rest were just hydrating, but some more so than others. So that is it for the last empties of 2023. I will be back with another video tomorrow. I don't even know what day this is going up on. Like, I'm pre-filming this. I'll probably be in Melbourne by the time you guys watch this. Let me know how you went with your empties this year. Are you happy with the amount of stuff that you used up, or are you a bit like, I didn't do that good? Considering this year as a whole for me, I used up a lot of products and I'm happy with that. I am hoping to keep that energy going in 2024, focusing on areas of my stash that are still problematic. Makeup, guys. I want to do the makeup in 2024. I want to finish as much as I can. That is a lot easier said than done, especially makeup. Skincare and body care and hair care, that stuff's easy compared to makeup. So I'm going to leave that there. I want to say a massive thank you to my channel members. I appreciate and I love you guys so much. I love you all for watching and joining me today. Thank you so much. I will see you guys in the next one. Yeah. Bye.
Okay.